What is the best concrete mix ratio for making cheap concrete? Like, you need a lot of concrete, you need it to cost as little as possible, and you don't mind if it's not the strongest concrete in the world, because that's what we're doing. When we're bulking up the yield for economy purposes, we're sacrificing a little bit on the strength side of things. But there's a whole world of usable quality strength for concrete that is less than the strongest concrete that you can make, but it's more cost effective to do so. So let's explore my favorite concrete mix design recipe for that. So in the world of mixed design, we're going to be dealing with some basic ingredients because this is concrete. We have Portland cement, we have sand, we have gravel, and we have water. These are the ingredients that we're working with. We need to observe a ratio. Concrete is made in ratios, and the ratio is all dependent on the Portland cement component. So we will refer to this as 1 for the ratio comparison. For every 1 unit of Portland cement, and it's worthwhile to mention here, it doesn't matter whether it's a small plastic container, a shovel full, a bucket full, a 5-gallon or a 55-gallon drum, a dump truck full, as long as you're following the ratio. For this mix in particular, we're talking about by volume. So this container with cement and this container filled with sand, not the weight of each of those. That would be for a different mix. This particular mix design is based on volume. So 1 cement component, 3 sand components, 6 gravel components. This mix has the most economy of yield, while I find I can still achieve something that's like sidewalk strong, something, maybe 15, 20 MPa in strength. And this is definitely usable for a lot of different construction applications, especially the kind where you're making your own concrete, right? If you were building a skyscraper, probably we ordered some concrete from somewhere. There wasn't somebody with a shovel in the basement creating a mixed design. For the applications that you're going to use this lower strength concrete for, this is a great design right here because it's going to give you the cheapest possible cost while still having a functional, usably strong concrete result. 1 part Portland cement, type normal or type general use, 3 parts sand, 6 parts gravel. And I'll tell you this about the water, because people will always ask me in the comments, they'll say, well, but how much water to use? What is your application? What are you making? And here's the reality. You want to use the minimum amount of water that you need in order to achieve the placement viscosity that you need to place and finish this concrete, whatever your application is. You do not want to overwater. Overwatering is a big mistake. That's rookie moves. You're not going to make that mistake now that you know about it, because it's drastically compromises the finish strength. Sure, it's nice and easy. It's flowable. It's almost self-leveling. Troweling's a breeze, but it's compromised by too much water. If you want to explore having a concrete that's almost that water thin, you have to explore using super plasticizers or water reducers, which would apply to a much more advanced concrete mix design. So just bear in mind that when you're adding your water component, you want to add the minimum amount that you need to achieve a workable consistency that you can place and finish for your application. 1 part Portland cement, type general use, 3 parts sand, masonry sand, 6 parts gravel, mixed with the minimum amount of water, and that is the best, most economy, cheapest concrete mix design that you're going to get. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you're going to learn a ton about how to work with concrete.